Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning. Welcome to Up with KREM. Happy Tuesday morning. I'm Nicole Hernandez. It's 6 o'clock now, and we want to get started with our meteorologist, Thomas Patrick. Thomas, you talked about snow. You got to let us know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like this will be our first snowfall of the season, kind of technically speaking, because we'll probably see the snowflakes fly tonight, though it will be hard pressed to actually stick around because I do think temperatures stay just above the freezing mark. So kind of a weird situation where we'll see the snow, but it might not stick around all night or even all day tomorrow. I think more importantly, this is going to create some messy travel conditions for those either commuting Wednesday morning or those that'll be traveling regionally for Thanksgiving, both today and for tomorrow. So those impacts are there, especially regarding travel conditions. So as we look at satellite radar right now, the storm is out on the west side. Light rain for Seattle, and there's that first band of snow just crossing into the Cascades. So if you're going over Snoqualmie Pass today, you will run into snowfall. This is set to arrive at around 6 o'clock tonight, though it might be rain for some and snow for others. So it's a very close call that we'll be watching around that time frame starting tonight.
Thank you, Thomas. Taking a live look now at traffic this morning at I-90 and Pines. It's 6:02 now. We're starting to see more cars out on the road as people get up and head out the door, but we're not seeing any major congestion or traffic at this point. If that changes, we'll let you know right here on Up with KREM. Well, new details this morning on the house fire that killed a young boy. Spokane fire investigators say the child started it by lighting something on fire. The fire department says the 11-year-old boy started the fire in the basement. The grandmother woke up to the small fire in the corner of the room, but couldn't find the boy. Firefighters evacuated her and 4 other family members who were sleeping upstairs. They ultimately found the boy downstairs where most of the fire was. 2 dogs and a cat also died. Now, this all happened at a house near the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex yesterday. The Spokane City Council approved a new budget last night. Remember, this is a big deal because the city is in a $13 million budget deficit right now. This new plan will cut some city jobs to help save money. It will also give more money to libraries, add a public defender, and cut funding for the city council office.
Prepare to vote.
Council also voted 5-2 in favor of a 12% parking tax last night. That means next year, parking lots will likely be more expensive. The council says this will help with the city's transportation budget. Some people, though, are concerned it could hurt businesses.
This is a tax that's going to hit the very people that we want to have come downtown and disincentive them to come to the local shops and the others in the downtown core.
This tax is only for surface lots and parking garages, so on-street parking prices will stay the same. Council members say this is one of the few ways the state legislature lets them increase revenue. Well, starting January 1st, dump fees go up in Spokane County. The Spokane County Regional Solid Waste System is increasing garbage rates by 4% and yard waste by 10%. They say they're doing this to cover how much waste disposal is costing right now. There will also be a new fee for appliance disposal. The county will charge a special handling fee of $30 for each appliance that has refrigerant. That means things like refrigerators, freezers, air conditioners, and water coolers. All other appliances will stay at the regular garbage rate. If you have a green bin, the city of Spokane, says they're going to do winter pickups again this year. From March to November, the city typically picks up the food and yard waste bins every week. Through the winter, though, they'll only pick up 1 week every month. They're starting with December 1st through the 5th. Then in January, it will be the week of the 5th, and February will be the week of the 2nd. The city says winter collection helps with late yard cleanup and holiday food waste. Today, Spokane City Council will welcome its newest member, Kate Tellis. Tellis is filling the opening that Lily Navarrete left earlier this year. So we wanted to take a second to explain why Tellis is the only new council member taking office today. Since the seat she is filling is already vacant, the city's rules say she has to start right away. Sarah Dixit will be sworn in after Jonathan Bingle's term ends in January. The city of Coeur d'Alene is looking to appoint someone to Council Seat 3 now. That seat opened up when the city elected Councilmember Dan Gukin for mayor. Whoever they appoint will serve the rest of the term, which is until January 4th, 2028. To apply, you have to be a registered voter, at least 18 years old, live within the city of Coeur d'Alene, and have lived there for at least 30 days. To get an application, contact the city clerk. Deadline to apply here is Monday, December 15th by 4 p.m. Well, if you're traveling for Thanksgiving, AAA says today, the Tuesday before, is typically the busiest travel day of the entire week. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones is live from the airport this morning. Brandon, earlier we saw a very long line. How is it looking now?
Yeah, good morning, Nicole. Things have calmed down quite a bit. So earlier we were at Terminal A and B. That's the Southwest Delta side. Pretty busy early in the morning from like 4:30 to 5:15 or so. Then it got quieted down a little bit. So we made our way over to Terminal C. This is the Alaska side, and you can see things nice and calm right now. Actually, I was just speaking with an Alaska rep not too long ago, and they were saying that they thought it was going to be a little bit busier. But according to AAA, there is expected to be about 6 million travelers nationwide here on this Thanksgiving week. So if you're not running into too many delays here at the Spokane International Airport, likely wherever that layover is, maybe that connecting flight, things might be a little bit busy over there. So again, AAA expecting about 6 million flyers. So if you are traveling via plane, good news though, the FAA says their air traffic controller operations back to that normal schedule. Just a few weeks ago we were here reporting on how we had those delays, some of those cancellations across the country. Again, things back on pace here though after that record-breaking shutdown. We're going to continue to hang out here at the Spokane International Airport. We've been speaking with lots of travelers already. Quite a few said they're getting out of this environment. They're not listening to Thomas and worrying about any of that cold weather because quite a few of them traveling to Hawaii. So you'll hear from some of those travelers here in just a few moments. For now, Brandon T. Jones here at the Spokane International Airport, KREM 2 News.
I'm up for a trip to Hawaii. All right, if you are traveling this week, here are some tips from AAA.
Out of the 81 million Americans that are traveling this holiday season, 6 million of them are traveling by plane. So you can definitely expect some more than usual crowds at the airport. Always recommend getting to the airport extra early and just being prepared for that. On the roads, you know, if you are traveling on Tuesday and the following Sunday after Thanksgiving, avoid the peak hours of 3 to 5. I would say even go earlier, before 11 a.m. or later after 8 p.m. to just spend a little less time on the road and more time with your family and friends.